you were on YouTube in the early 2010s, especially during that chaotic, unfiltered golden era, there is one creator that you definitely remember. That is Jenna Marbles.
Fast. You gotta close your eye and get that shit on there. If this isn't a good brush, whose fault is that? Not mine, it's yours. It's not my fault, it's your fault. Okay, bye, Kermie. Kermie has things to do because he's a grown-up. Nah. If you have something floating in your drink, then you know you're ready. Seriously, what's in my drink? Aliens, still gonna drink it.
Hell yeah.
That's dope as fuck.
Wait, will you just write the words hell yeah on my eyebrows? Hell yeah!
Messy buns, oversized hoodies, and sitting on the floor talking to your webcam like it was just your best friend. And just videos that felt completely unfiltered. There was titles like how to trick people into thinking you're good looking, what girls do in the car, and of course just turning herself into a chair.
What?
This is so fucking weird.
Right now I'm in a state of mind. That's Ariana Grande as a chair. Thank you.
It didn't feel like content, it felt like just hanging out with someone that you knew. And for millions of people viewing, that's exactly what it was. But then, at the height of her career, one of the most beloved creators on the internet just left. No crazy dramatic scandal, no slow fade into irrelevance. She uploaded one video, took accountability, and ultimately disappeared. So what actually happened to Jenna Marbles? Why did someone at the very top of their YouTube career just walk away? And why do people still talk about her like she never left? Before we do get into the full video, please be sure to subscribe down below and like this video. It helps get this video out to more people who might enjoy it, and I really do appreciate all the support on this journey, so let's get into it. So, the rise of Jenna Marbles. Before influencers were brands, before content was really optimized, before everything you viewed felt curated on the app, there was Jenna.
Hey Jenna, what are you doing? My hair, beach. This is me, Spider Beach. Oh, girl. Julien, I'm trying to have me time and open my third eye. My right eye betrayed me. My boyfriend betrayed me. I'm fucking tall as hell. I'm gonna dunk on you every day at the YMCA.
Jenna Marbles, whose real name was Jenna Marble, uploaded her breakout video in 2010. How to trick people into thinking that you're good looking.
I've already taken some steps before we even start. I bleached the absolute shit out of my hair, and I tanned my skin because if I didn't, I would look like an albino. If you don't want to tan your skin, you can use fake self-tanner. That way you can ruin all of your clothes, and when it washes off, you can look like you have vitiligo.
And it exploded. Not because it was polished, because it wasn't polished. Her humour was chaotic, self-aware, and just brutally honest. She made fun of herself before anyone else could. And honestly, I think that became her superpower on the platform. At a time when many creators were trying to be aspirational, Jenna was relatable. She talked about bad decisions, awkward moments, relationships, insecurities.
I hate being a grown-up. How in the fuck do mortgages work? I hate being a grown-up. No, I have to do dishes? I hate being a grown-up. No, seriously, like where did all these fucking dishes come from? I hate being a grown-up. Taxes.
All with a kind of humour that just felt unfiltered. And the audience responded fast. She became one of the fastest growing creators on the platform, eventually becoming one of the most subscribed to women on YouTube. But more importantly, she became part of people's routines. You didn't just watch Jenna, you grew up with Jenna. And as her channel grew, so did her world.
Damn. Stop. We fucking talked about this. Stop. Look at your shoes on the counter, Julien. No. Oh my God. Wow. Is that good?
I think Kermit passed the baby test. Like he's a perfect infant. Because he normally hates any sort of clothing at all. He says Macklemore. How about Mackle-less?
Julien feels wrong, looks wrong, is wrong.
Maybelline.
Her relationship with Julien became a core part of her content. Not in a performative way, but just in a way that felt so natural. Their podcast, their cooking videos, their chaotic energy together.
Please be gentle and don't kill me by accident. Oh wait, we're going somewhere? Oh my god, I would have packed a bag if I knew we were going. Holy shit, what's wrong with you?
You wanted to
I thought you
leave the show.
It felt real. And then, of course, there were her dogs.
What is going on? It's not about you for just like a little bit and then you just go full-blown feral? What's your deal? And we'll all applaud you, okay? So that you can feel special. We're all so impressed. Well, we're having a little more success. Good boy! Come on, ready?
Marbles, Kermit, and later Peach and Bunny. At one point, people didn't just love Jenna. They associated entire dog breeds with her, like the Italian Greyhound. That's how deeply embedded she has been in internet culture. She wasn't just a YouTuber, she was comfort. But while Jenna stayed the same, YouTube didn't. The platform began to change. Content became more polished, more strategic, more commercial. And at the same time, audiences started to look backwards. Old jokes, old tweets, old videos. Everything became subject to reevaluation. And creators who built themselves in a very different era suddenly found themselves being judged by the new standards.
Do you think Jenna is someone who, if she wanted one, and it sounds like maybe she just doesn't, deserves people's grace and a second chance?
Everyone makes mistakes. I think what's different about some individuals versus others is some of them truly deeply feel them. She did something that was inappropriate and the internet called her out for it. She was heartbroken, felt it on a deep level. And so I think when I'm thinking of her as a comedian, making a joke for her, and realizing missed the mark, hurt people's feelings, she took it to her soul. I would love for her to come back, but I don't think she would. It broke her heart. I think her heart broke that she broke other people's hearts. I think that was a genuine, she's a really genuine person.
So, as some of you may know, there was a video that changed everything. In June 2020, Jenna uploaded a video simply titled "A Message."
Feel like we're at a time where we are purging ourselves of anything and everything toxic. And I'm being requested that I address things that I've done in my past. I also get a lot of tweets from people that are saying like, "We love you, you unproblematic queen," which always makes me uncomfortable because I'm a person. Those of you that are familiar with how long I've been on the internet know that that's not true, that I've definitely done things in the past that weren't great, and I'm not completely unproblematic. And I've tried my best to grow up and to be a better person. And first and foremost, I want everyone to know that I've always been a two-way street, and that any time that you criticize me and tell me that you would like me to do better or to do something differently, that I always try to do that.
In it, she had addressed past content, including videos where she had used offensive stereotypes and imagery. There was no defensiveness, no PR style apology, just accountability. She said that she didn't want to continue making content that would hurt people, and that if her past videos had caused harm, that she was very sorry. She didn't know if she would come back. And unlike many creators that say they're taking a break, Jenna actually did. She stopped uploading, she stepped away from social media, she removed herself from the internet almost entirely. No comeback rollout, no rebrand, just silence. I really respect how she did just put her hands up and say I'm sorry, but I feel like out of all the people who needed to do that, probably Jenna was one of those who really didn't in the grand scheme of things. Her apology is such a high standard compared to some of them like we see, i.e. the ukulele, that deserves a lot more accountability, and Jenna really did hold those high standards.
All aboard the toxic gossip train, you're chugging down the tracks of misinformation.
But Her stepping away from the internet didn't stop the internet from attacking her. But by the time this happened, Jenna Marbles was already gone from the internet. No uploads, no social media, no public life. She just stepped away completely. But even that wasn't enough to create some distance, because in January of 2023, nearly 3 years after leaving YouTube, something happened that brought everything back into focus.
Julien Solomita has revealed that a stalker broke into the home that he shares with his now wife, Jenna Marbles. Speaking on Instagram, he said, quote, "Today someone broke into our house. A woman that we didn't know entered our home unannounced. Upon her entering our back door, I immediately subdued her with OC/pepper spray and was able to lock her out. I called the police and she was apprehended and arrested. Jenna, the dogs and myself are all safe. While this person is a complete stranger to me, they have been harassing me at my home throughout the last 2 months." And he explains that the only reason he's speaking out about this publicly is because there was going to be a media outlet talking about it. He said, "This was something that for safety reasons, I was doing my best to keep offline, but we were notified that a media outlet had information on today's event and are planning on running a story. So I wanted you to hear what happened first." So really scary stuff. Horrible that happened to them. We're sending them all the best.
A woman had been harassing her and Julien for months, showing up at their home, refusing to leave, crossing boundaries that had already been made clear. And then one day she broke in, entered their home uninvited, a complete stranger. Julien later said that he had to act immediately, using pepper spray to stop her and force her out of their home before calling the police. She was arrested. Thankfully, they did all make it out safe, including their dogs, but the situation did make something very clear. Even after disappearing from the internet, you are not always unreachable, because when someone builds a career on openness, on letting millions of people feel like they know you, there will always be a small number of people who just take it too far. This wasn't about comments or backlash or cancel culture. This was real life, and it really does reframe everything, because when you look back at her decision to leave YouTube in 2020 and then see something like this happen years later, it stops feeling like an overreaction and starts feeling like someone who really understood just how intense that level of visibility can become.
Jenna Marbles at 3.
Oh, really?
As in, you watched Jenna Marbles?
Yeah.
No way.
Nice.
Common misconception, I think, that it seemed like it was a very sort of girly, or it was. She was just very funny. She used to do videos where she watched through her liked videos, and they were actually just like really, really good. Yeah.
You've done one of those as well. That's so interesting.
I've never actually watched her.
No, it was good. She stopped just because I think she just didn't like the way the YouTube was going. She was just like,
damn, that's a bit power move to be able to be like, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah. She was just like,
she must have made a lot of money.
She was on like 16 mil subs or something. This was like 5 years ago that she stopped, and she was just like, yeah, I'll just chill here. I've done my thing. Carry on.
I think what's really most interesting is what happened after she left. She didn't fade away. If anything, I think the love for her just grew stronger. Her videos are still quoted. Memes still circulate. Clips still go viral. People still say, I miss Jenna Marbles. Not because she left suddenly, but because she left at a time when people really still deeply cared about her. And I think maybe that's why her legacy just feels so different. There's no burnout arc, no oversaturation, just appreciation. So where is she now? Since leaving YouTube, as I'm sure you're aware, she has kept her life very private, but there has been some small updates. She married Julien after nearly a decade together. She's still close with her dogs. Sadly, Marbles has now passed, one of the most iconic pets of this YouTube generation, and she is still living a quieter life offline. Occasionally, she is mentioned by friends or seen in the background of Julien's content, but for the most part, she just chose privacy, and she's kept it. I don't think Jenna Marble's story is about being cancelled. It's about choosing to step away. She was really one of the most successful creators on the platform. She built a loyal audience, defined an entire era of YouTube, and then she left on her own terms. No forced comeback, no chasing relevance, just distance. And I think that's maybe why people still do respect her, because in an industry that really rewards constant visibility, she proved that you can just walk away and still be remembered, not as someone who fell off, but as someone who knew when to stop. I think we can all argue that maybe we didn't want her to stop, and I do wonder where she'd be at now if she carried on. I think she was definitely an icon, and I think she could have scaled it to such a large scale. However, I'm hopeful she is living a very peaceful, happy, quiet life. And as I think we all know, the internet isn't for everyone, and definitely fame isn't for everyone. And I think a lot of people think that kind of these influencer lifestyles are very easy ones, but when you're constantly under scrutiny, it's just not healthy for everyone, and it's not for everyone. But she is definitely an icon, and I don't think she'll be forgotten anytime soon. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm so sorry there has been a bit of a break on videos recently. I did want to do an update, but I left it till the end of this video. So I have been in hospital recently. It looks like I might have a problem with my heart, so I have currently been not too well and just kind of focusing on myself, and I haven't really been well enough to film any videos. It was quite a struggle getting this filmed today, so I do really appreciate any support because it took a lot of effort to make this video. But I'm trying to keep consistent with these uploads, and I know there had been a bit of a gap between this and the last upload, so I do appreciate all of you sticking around, and I'm trying to keep consistent, so look forward to some of the new uploads that are getting scheduled. As always, I really appreciate the support, and if you can subscribe, it helps to grow this little corner of the internet. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.